Hey, Loco Golf fans, welcome to another edition of A Quick Nine. And we are honored today. We had a great guest last week for our maiden voyage with Steve Wilmot. And now we have another guy who's well known to the Loco golf scene, Mr. Bryson Nimmer. Bryson, it's always fun to talk with you. You know, you and I go way back to when you were a little kid playing tennis and golf and baseball and stuff around here. So it's been really fun to watch you grow up and watch you progress in your career. So I guess first things first, give people a little bit of an update on where you are as far as your status and where you plan to be playing this year and just kind of, this stage in your career right now.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Justin. I'm just excited to get going again this year. Obviously there hasn't been much playing, kind of the off season, but we're gonna get going again next week. I got to start down in Sarasota at a Corn Ferry event, and then a week off, and then going to play Puerto Rico again. So some good stuff coming up. I still got Canadian tour status and Latin American tour status. Unfortunately, don't have Corn Ferry yet, but working towards that this year.
Yeah, I guess kind of give people a little bit of insight into what the quote unquote minor leagues of golf are like now, because they have gone through some changes over the years about how you qualify and how you get status, and it's a little bit more open now in the sense that you didn't used to be able to be playing across three different tours in a season and points counting toward the same thing, so how's that kind of changed, and how do you embrace that? How do you kind of make your schedule as far as which tours you're going to play when and those kinds of things?
Yeah, I mean, it's changed a lot in the last, 2.5 years with everything with COVID and all that. They've kind of had to revamp things, find a way to, make it more accessible for us because certain countries you can't travel to. So, luckily, I think this year we're going to be hopefully back up in Canada. They've already had some events down in Latin America, which is, really a positive. They weren't sure if they were going to be able to do that. So, it's been really good. I mean, I think the tour's trying to do a better job of just giving us opportunities and making it where it's not so taxing on travel and finances and all that kind of stuff. So we've got a lot of stuff now, which is good. Plenty of mini tours to play in, plenty of local stuff to play in. So it's all really good right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really changed as far as the access goes and really being able to kind of grind and work your way up. What has your experience been like these past couple of years? I mean, obviously, it's a strange time to be, coming into your own as a professional golfer at a time when there's so much, uncertainty and you're not sure whether you're going to be able to play week to week for a while there. But what's that journey been like for you so far? And how do you feel you're progressing as far as growing into being a long-term veteran professional golfer?
Yeah, I think it's taught me a lot. I think you kind of learn that you got to do everything you can in the off season to kind of get ready to play your best golf, either, early in the season or kind of middle of the season when stuff's really important. You obviously you'd like to play good every week, but you really have to try to prepare your game for the weeks that are most important. And I've learned a lot about that. I've learned that, some things are out of your control. One of the years, I guess 2 years ago now with the local IQ stuff, I worked super, super hard. My game was ready. I peaked at the right time, did everything I could that year. But unfortunately, with all the COVID stuff, didn't get much out of it. So it's just kind of, that's how golf is. It's kind of trying to catch lightning in a bottle and just be there when you need to be there and not on a week where it's really not that important.
Yeah, that's there's a little bit of timing and luck to be included in that as well. But what have you been working on this off season? What have you been trying to do to get your game to another level so that you can continue to progress and move up the ranks and hopefully be on the PGA Tour here soon?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying my best to get my body in, good shape. You gotta, we work really hard in the off season, and then you're traveling so much, you're playing so much golf, you don't have that much time to really, put on muscle or, kind of strengthen some of those stability muscles. So I've been working really hard on that, trying to get my body ready where it can last, 7, 8 months without a whole lot of maintenance. So been doing that. Started working with a guy on Hilton Head at Peak Performance. Coach Noss helped me a ton, really taught me a lot about kind of some of the muscles you need in the body to be able to stabilize and create power. So that's been really cool. And then obviously just the small stuff, short game, putting, all the stuff I need to improve.
Got to find those shots wherever you can, man. It's a grind out there, and one or two shots that go one way or the other can be the difference between a paycheck or not, or a really big paycheck or a moderate one. So now I understand that another Clemson guy, another PGA Tour guy, Will McGirt's out there at Berkeley. Do you guys get to interact quite a bit? You guys playing together a good bit these days?
Yeah, I get to see Will a lot. He's out here pretty much full time now. Obviously, he travels a little bit more than I do this time of year. He's playing all those, beginning of the season tour events. So, but yeah, he's just a great guy. Learn a lot from him. He's got a lot of experience out there. He's won on tour, and it's just cool to be around, guys like that they've already done it. They've been there, and they can share a little bit of insight as well as kind of, I guess, shed off some of the confidence that they have in their game with you.
Yeah, I mean, in whatever you do, it's important to have mentors who have kind of been down that road before you and can guide you through the pitfalls that they came across and help you avoid those and just maybe help you give you some tips on how they got through something you're dealing with now. So great to have those resources for you. But let's get into our quick nine here, Bryson. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit with some rapid fire questions about golf here in the Lowcountry. So well, this one's easy for you. You're a native. When did you first fall in love with the Loco?
I think I've always been in love with the local. I think growing up, my dad had me out on the river a ton, out at his farm in Ridgeland, hunting and fishing and just doing everything. So it's pretty hard to beat this area. I mean, you get to that age in high school where you want to move away and go try something different, and after 2 or 3 years, you're ready to come right back. So it's definitely a big part of my life. I just love it here.
It's definitely got that pull on people. I've seen a lot of people move away and come back in my time here. It seems to happen a lot. Well, you've been playing for a long time, but when did you first start playing the game? When's that first memory of having a club in your hand?
I mean, I've kind of been around it forever. My dad, obviously, being the player that he is, he got me kind of into it. 5, 6 years old, probably the first time I went out to a course, started practicing and everything. But I never really played golf until I was maybe 9, 10 ish, and then didn't really fall in love with it till I was more closer to 12. So, I mean, it was kind of a progression. I loved other sports a lot more, I think, and I just didn't really see golf as what I wanted to do forever. But, as I got older and matured a little bit, I think I kind of fell in love with it.
Well, and obviously you discover you have a talent like you do. You kind of want to see how far you can take it. Well, you've gotten to play some phenomenal courses here in the Low Country over the years. But what's your favorite one here in the Loco? Which one stands out? The one that really gets you excited to go tee it up?
I think Berkeley's been great. I've been out here pretty much my whole life, and it's just awesome. I still love it. The fact that I could play it every day and still enjoy it is a really cool thing. Um, Obviously, for me, I get more excited to go play other places because I played here so much. I'd say really in the area, May River's phenomenal. The Dye course out at Colleton's phenomenal, and then obviously for me, Harbor Town's always just a treat. So we've got a lot of really good golf around here.
Yeah, I mean, Harbor Town obviously has a little feather in its cap that you'd like to win a PGA Tour event there someday, so that helps out. But man, you hit on two great ones there: May River out at Palmetto Bluff, and Great Nicholas course, and really tough elevated greens. And then of course the Dye course at Colleton. I mean, they're both phenomenal at Colleton, but Dye, we've seen some great events come through here over the years and played there. Terrific course. So two great choices there, and of course Harbor Town. How about your favorite hole? What's one hole that just you love that hole, man? When you get on the tee box, you feel good.
Um, hmm, that's a tough one. I'd say there's a lot of really good holes around here. Um, it's in Beaufort County. I'd say if you went Beaufort County, I'd say Secession number 17. I think that's a pretty special hole. Reminds you a little bit of Sawgrass with the island green. and then the West course at Belfair, I think it's number 16, short par 3. I just love short par 3s for some reason.
Okay, yeah, Belfair West 16. I'm envisioning that one coming downhill, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit downhill, and then you go over to the water
To the
for
water.
17 and 18. Yep, yeah, that's a great hole. It's a fun hole, small green. Really got to be dialed in, and you can get into some trouble. Great choices there. What course is at the top of your bucket list? What's one you haven't played yet? That's not necessarily in this area, but just a golf course that, man, that's the one I dream of getting on.
I think I've seen a ton of pictures. A place called Cypress Point out in California. Just looks gorgeous. I mean, I think I like golf courses that are just beautiful, and while you're out there, you could just get lost in the scenery. So I think that one, and then probably Pine Valley up in New Jersey. I've heard that one's pretty phenomenal.
Well, we definitely have the scenic golf courses here, so you can get lost out there for sure. All right, so who's your favorite golfer, past or present?
I'd have to go with Tiger, just because the time I grew up was kind of when he was dominating. So never gotten to meet him, but would love to. And it's just hard not to pick Tiger. He's kind of done everything in the game and kind of moved everything forward in golf to where it is now.
And I mean, gosh, huge inspiration for your generation too to get into the game. I mean, he was a new, exciting kind of personality that the game really hadn't seen in a while. So definitely, sparked some interest for me, and I'm sure for a lot of guys younger than me too when he came around. What's your favorite club in your bag right now? Which one you feeling good about?
I love my driver. You got to be in love with your driver to play good golf. It kind of sets everything up for you. So I'd have to go driver, and trying to fall a little more in love with my putter.
What driver are we swinging right now?
I'm hitting a Mizuno, so just kind of switch clubs. So hitting a Mizuno, it's the new STZ.
All right. Well, hopefully it serves you well this season. And what's your go-to snack at the turn? You played 9. You got a little hankering. What are you grabbing?
Got to go probably peanut butter and jelly. Take a few on the course with you.
Grape, or are you mixing it up?
Got to go grape.
Got to go grape. Classic guy. Okay. Can't go wrong with peanut butter and grape jelly. All right. And finally, who's in your dream foursome? You get to fill out the foursome. Who you taking with you?
I'd have to go my dad, obviously. Probably throw Tiger in there. And fourth would kind of be a wild card. I'd probably go probably Michael Jordan.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel
You just want to get some gambling going, I guess, huh? If you bring Michael into the bunch, Michael's in the foursome. There's going to be some money changing hands one way or the other. That'd be a great foursome, though. You and Pops taking on Tiger and Michael. That'd be fun times. I definitely want to get an invitation to take some video of that one or something. But well, thanks so much, Bryson. We appreciate you, man. Always, willing to play along and do our fun stuff over here at Loco Sports and Loco Golf. And we love covering you. We love following you, and we look forward to much success this season, man.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Love being on.
All right. Thanks so much to Bryson Nimmer. Come back next week for another episode of A Quick 9 here on locogolf.com.